In this story, I will share with you an experience that changed my financial situation drastically. At a point in my life, I was broke and struggling to make ends meet. Bills were piling up, debts were accumulating, and I had no idea how I was going to turn my situation around. But one day, everything changed. I stumbled upon an opportunity that I never thought would bring me massive financial success. In this story, I will reveal how I made huge money and transformed my life when I was at my lowest point. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn about my journey to financial freedom. I was broke, down on my luck, and struggling to make ends meet. I had lost my job, my savings had dried up, and I didn't know what to do. Then one day, as I was sitting on the bench in the park, feeling lost and hopeless, a well-dressed stranger approached me. He was wearing a sharp suit and a pair of slick glasses, and he exuded an air of confidence and authority. He looked me in the eye and said, "I've been watching you, and I see potential in you. This is your chance to turn your life around." And with that, he handed me a few dollars and walked away. At first, I was stunned. Who was this mysterious stranger, and how did he know that I needed help? But as I looked at the money in my hand, I felt a glimmer of hope. Maybe this was the push I needed to get back on my feet. After the stranger had given me a small amount of money, I decided to use it to start my own business. I knew I had to be strategic with my investment, so I came up with the idea of selling water. I went to a local grocery store and used the money to buy a few bags of ice cubes and bottles of water. I then headed to a busy street corner in my neighborhood and set up a small table with a sign that read, "Ice cold water for sale." However, the first day didn't go as planned. Despite being thirsty in the hot weather, no one seemed interested in buying water from me. I felt discouraged, but I refused to give up. The next day, I decided to try a different approach. I went to the beach, where there were lots of people enjoying the sun and sand. I walked up and down the beach, offering my ice-cold water to anyone who looked thirsty. To my surprise, a few people actually bought my water. Encouraged by this, I started to expand my business. I bought more ice cubes and water, and I moved to a more prominent location in the neighborhood. Soon enough, I had built a loyal customer base, and my business was thriving. Looking back, I realized that it was that chance encounter with the stranger in the suit and glasses that set me on this path. It's amazing how one small act of kindness can change someone's life forever. One day, as I was sitting at my table selling water, I saw a familiar figure approaching from a distance. It was the man in the suit who had given me the initial investment to start my business. He walked up to me and said, "I'm so proud of you. Look how far you've come. You've turned that small amount of money into a thriving business." He walked up to me and said, "I'm so proud of you. Look how far you've come. You've turned that small amount of money into a thriving business." I couldn't believe that he had remembered me and had taken the time to come and see how I was doing. I thanked him for his help and for believing in me when no one else did. He simply smiled and said, "Remember, it wasn't me who made you successful. It was you. You had the determination and the drive to make it happen." As he walked away, I sat there feeling grateful for everything that had happened. I realized that sometimes all it takes is a little help from a stranger to change the course of your life. And if you have the courage and the passion to follow your dreams, anything is possible.